Of course, I'd love to tell you more about Ambit as a company. I'm glad you asked. But it would be a lot better if you heard it from the co-founders themselves.
Since their first conversation in 2006, Ambit Energy co-founders Jerry Thompson Jr. and Chris Chambliss knew there was a tremendous opportunity with energy deregulation. Now, all they needed to do was build a company.
When we opened our offices in downtown Dallas, we took down all the walls. We wanted the open space and we wanted an open culture. The executives all sit right next to each other, so there's lots of open communications. At the same time, we put in some very inexpensive $19 folding tables. They're not very attractive, but we decided not to invest in fancy offices and elegant furniture. We wanted to focus all our resources into systems and people.
Jerry set an early and very ambitious goal for their new company: to be the finest and most respected retail energy provider in America.
We knew that whenever a consultant approached someone about becoming an Ambit customer or consultant, they would be putting their reputations on the line, and they would be trusting that Ambit would deliver its promise, not just some of the time, but all of the time. And we wanted to be worthy of that trust. We wanted to make them proud.
Both veterans of the 90s telecom boom, Ambit's co-founders have years of high-growth management experience. As Chief Executive Officer, Jerry's background in finance and operations has provided the company with steady leadership. His co-founder and Ambit's Chief Marketing Officer, Chris Chambliss, leads the company's efforts to establish a nationally recognized retail brand in the energy industry, utilizing the power of person-to-person marketing.
You know, people ask us all the time why we chose direct selling as our model for acquiring customers, and the truth is simple. Friends and family members make better customers. You know, traditional advertising, especially in today's hyper-paced internet culture, just doesn't produce loyal customers. And direct selling can do that at a very attractive cost of acquisition. You know, our customers are people we know, love, and trust. They pay their bills on time, they stay loyal to the brand, and they even spread the word to others.
Has the approach worked? Well, in its first 7 years, Ambit has attracted over 1 million satisfied customers, while growing annual revenues from startup to over $1 billion. That kind of growth doesn't go unrecognized. In 2010, Ambit Energy was named the fastest growing privately held company in America by Inc. magazine. Ambit has also earned its place in the direct selling industry, listed by the Direct Selling News Global 100 as one of the largest direct selling companies in the world and the largest direct selling energy provider.
I think it surprises people to hear us say that we could have grown faster, but it's true. We purposely controlled Ambit's growth to ensure that we're always building on a solid foundation of systems and people that will enable us to be a great company years into the future and not just a flash in the pan. One of the first decisions Chris and I made in the very beginning was to never sacrifice integrity for growth. As proud as we are of Ambit's success, we want to make certain we continue to do it the right way.
It is this dedication to building a company the right way, along with their past experience with fast-paced, high-growth businesses that continue to fuel Ambit to this day.
You know, a business built with gimmicks, hype, or exaggeration is just not sustainable. It's just a weak foundation that ultimately is going to collapse. I think the only way to build a solid foundation is to work hard, do the right thing, and hold everybody, especially yourself, to a high standard. It's harder, it's slower, but in the long run, I think it's always worth it.
You can see why we're all so proud to represent Ambit Energy. And what's really nice? They feel the same way about us.